You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, the most positive business talk show in America. Best-selling authors of Lists That Saved My Business and founders of the Extreme Customer Service Directory, Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, are inspiring you to get your business right. They know that customer experience isn't just another thing, it's the only thing. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Hello and welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. Very nice to have you along with us today. We are here to remind you that small business is big business and your business is our business. Fine. How do you do to you?
I am doing fantastic. Happy Monday to you. Happy Monday. Let me ask this question. How many Mondays have been and gone since you said, I'll start next week?
Oh. Coming out of the gate swinging, are you? Wow.
Right? How often do we put it off? We say, I'll start that later. I'll start that later.
Mm-hmm. And there's always a good reason.
A reason? Is that the word? I don't think that word means what you think it means.
Well, excuse me.
Right? There's always something else. There's always something to do. There's always a reason not to. Something else that has to get done. Something we're waiting on.
Yeah.
But today is Monday. It's the first day of the week. It's the beginning of the week.
My dad would say today is the first day of the rest of your life.
The first day of the rest of your life, whether today is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, any day that ends in Y, this is the day. And really, no other days are promised except for this one. This is all that we have. So how many Mondays since, come and gone, since you said, I will start next week.
Right.
I will start that diet. I will start that business strategy. I will get involved with Experience Pros. I will start, you fill in the blank.
Later.
But today, let's take action. Let's start today. Let's figure out how we can use the beginning of the week to get really motivated. Last week, we talked about how using our weekends to refresh and recharge, not so much to catch up and to get over and end.
No, but to plan and strategize for the next week.
And Mr. Raymer, you did
I was listening.
Just so
I was listening.
This weekend.
I did.
I have to give you mini wave in celebration of you today because surprised me on some of the behaviors or some of the activities you did over the weekend. Happily.
My behaviors surprised her.
Yeah, his actions. You took action.
Car seat.
for the baby?
No.
No.
There is no baby.
We can start that rumor.
No, let's not. Let's not start that at all. No, I, for those of you who have been following my story for the last couple of weeks, I've been talking about for the last several months, I've had some real neck injury issues. And we've kind of isolated, I don't know if it was the reason or the cause of the neck problems, but it certainly wasn't the help. I had a car seat, a common issue that happens to Jeeps apparently, that was I probably shouldn't say the Italian word that my friend Robert Grieve always says, but it was jacked up. It was broken. My seat was broken, and so it would rock side to side, and then the back part, my neck hurt, and so I replaced my seat over the weekend. Sorry, I just meant to get right to
the chase, and this is where when Eric's dad, God bless him. I've never met him in person, but I've had many conversations.
Did you meet him once? You met him once.
I did meet him once. I did meet him once. But it wasn't, but meeting him did not confirm this behavior. But Eric often explains that his dad, if you ask him what time it is, he'll explain to you how to build a clock or make a watch. And so when Eric gets a little extra verbose,
I'm working on being more direct.
I say, well, welcome to the conversation, Mr. Raymer, Mr. Ed Raymer. And, this was fine. The seat, because you needed a little backstory. Not everybody knew the history and the story.
Need a car seat for a baby.
Yeah. So he has a new seat that is welded and proper. So your neck can be in alignment, which is super exciting. And that's been many months in the coming up.
I kept putting it off. I'll do it next week.
I'll do it next week.
I'll do it when I get my paycheck. I'll do it when
I've got time. When all the stars are in alignment, Mercury's not in retrograde.
Right.
We come up with all the different things of what we're waiting for. We stop waiting. Let's do it today. And so if there's something on your to-do list that you keep pushing forward, or something in your mind that's even just coming to you right now, let's have that be our kindness act of the day. Let's do something kind for ourselves.
Oh.
I actually had something different in mind, but I think that for today, if there is something that you have been saying, I'm going to put off and I'll start it next week, and it's something that's probably in your personal care.
Yeah.
It's probably something for you.
Probably because we self-deny.
We self-deny all the time. So let's not deny ourselves anymore. Let's take action and put ourselves on our self-care to-do list today and actually do it.
Okay.
I don't know. I'll figure out how to a hashtag for that, and I'll come up with a simple way.
The hashtag that we want is kindness act of the day.
Kindness act of the
then
day.
You fill in whatever the thing is. Do something for yourself. Do something kind for yourself today. Don't put it off. Stop procrastinating. There's your hashtag. Kindness act of the day. Stop procrastinating.
There you go.
For yourself. For yourself.
Well, and do something for yourself today. Take action. And about a month ago, I had a little wake up call myself. I had noticed, and I had put on a little weight, but in my world, it was just a little weight, right? Not a big deal.
I think in everybody's
world, just a little weight. Yeah. And it got to a point where, my pants wouldn't button up anymore.
Oh.
But I'm thinking, you know what? It's just that. It's just the clothes, right? It's just kind of something.
Just shrink them in the laundry.
Right. That, even though they were, plenty times washed.
Yeah.
So I know they weren't shrinking in the laundry anymore. And, and then all of a sudden I'm ordering, the next size up in t-shirts and in a couple things. And I'm going into my closet and realizing that pretty much can't wear half of what's in there anymore. Mm-hmm. And then, another month goes on and again, I am ignoring it. I'm taking steps to skirt around it.
And then you booked Cancun.
And I'm in the dressing room in a store, in a retail dressing room. I'm trying on a sundress. And I got, it's got one the mirror that shows you from the back side as well as the front side, so you can see both sides. Mm-hmm. And I saw a complete stranger in that mirror.
Oh.
It was not me. And I don't know who it was. And I was mortified.
Oh,
I was shocked. And so decided to finally take action. I'd been putting it off. Of course, I went through a whole year of not really having my schedule right and not sleeping right. And and that impacts your metabolism. And so I decided to do this 10-day metabolism boost. I bought from, Beachbody, this little video set from Turbo Jam several years ago, but it's always been my go-to.
Yeah.
And so kicked in the gear, got my little metabolism boosted up and started putting myself back on the right track. But Eric, it required me putting me on my to-do list.
Right.
I'll put it off next week. We'll start clean eating next week. We'll drink more water next week. We'll, up our exercise next week. All of that I would put off and put off and put off. And I, finally got to a point where, okay, this is awful. The clothes in the closet don't fit. I am now buying a whole different size, and I haven't bought a different size in 10 years. And I don't own a scale, so of course it's really easy to live in denial that way.
Sure.
But taking the time to finally say, I'm important, and if I don't take care of my health, then nothing else will matter. If I don't get the sleep, and I don't get the nutrition, and I don't get the action and the activity, eventually my health will give out, and it doesn't matter what I've done for my business.
Right. How's it going?
I'm down. What am I down? 7 pounds in a month.
Congratulations.
Yes. I'm so excited.
That's a huge.
And I got a flat tummy again, which is super exciting. I have not yet tried on any, too much of what's in my closet because I'm a little nervous about that.
Right.
But I was getting ready. We're leaving for Mexico in a week and a half. And so I started to pack because, it's a week and a half away.
Right.
And I tried on a dress that I wore the last time or one of the times before when we were in Mexico.
Were you pleasantly surprised?
I was pleasantly surprised.
There you go.
I was tickled pink.
All right.
So,
well, congratulations. So the hashtag kindness act of the day today, if you would like to join us, simply use that hashtag on any of your social medias and put down hashtag stop procrastinating and then name whatever it is you're going to do for yourself.
Yeah, today I will finally what?
There you go.
I'll put that out in the post. Or are you putting that out in the post?
No, you can do that.
I'll put that out in the post. Go to experiencepros.com and follow us. We're so excited. We came off an incredible weekend. Of course, Fan Bragging Friday was last Friday. It was our 1900th episode of the Experience Pros radio show. We'll talk about the juicy deal that came out of that as well.
All right. You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show with Angel Tussey and Eric Kramer. Don't go anywhere. It's just getting good. We've got a whole couple of hours of nothing but positive business talk ahead for you. And if you're wondering, how can I get a copy of this radio show? Just go to experiencepros.com and click on radio. We'll be right back.
You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show, America's home for positive business talk.
KDMT, Denver's Money Talk 1690 AM.
You've been thinking about getting your concealed handgun permit for a while now. Security and peace of mind, self-defense and home protection, all valid reasons for your concealed handgun permit. You don't need to delay it any longer. Now's the time. DCF Guns in Castle Rock has a concealed carry weapons class. It has a $200 value, but for a limited time, you can get it for just $100 only at denverhalfprice.com. That's denverhalfprice.com. This class is intended for new and experienced shooters looking to apply for a concealed handgun permit. The class exceeds the state of Colorado requirements to apply for your concealed permit. This course by DCF Guns in Castle Rock teaches the basic knowledge, skills, and attitude for owning and using a pistol safely. That's a $200 certificate for a concealed carry weapons class for just $100 from DCF Guns and only available at denverhalfprice.com. That's denverhalfprice.com. That's denverhalfprice.com.
Hi, this is residential real estate expert Dan Palomino from the Colorado Dream House team. Listen, if you're thinking about selling your home, you want to get the highest price in the shortest amount of time. To do that, you need a great real estate team and one with incredible marketing. We're so sure our marketing plan for your home is better than everyone else. We're willing to put our money where our mouth is. Here's what we're offering. Interview the Colorado Dream House team to sell your home. Then interview our competition. If their marketing plan is better than ours, then you can hire them and we'll pay you $250. I know. It sounds crazy, giving you $250 to hire our competition. It probably won't happen because we're so sure you'll find our marketing plan better, you'll hire us to sell your home at top dollar. Why not give it a try? You have nothing to lose and $250 to gain. Call us today at 720-446-6325. Or to find out more information about our marketing guarantee, visit coloradodreamhouse.com/250.
You know, for decades, Wall Street professionals have been using computers to trade stocks and make profits every single day. Sounds like a great idea, right? But who has the time or the expertise to monitor the market constantly? I'm sure you don't. That is why it's time to introduce to you the first and only robotic stock trader in the world. Designed to automatically rake profits out of the market unattended. Created by a retired Microsoft programmer, this app allows you to trade like the pros on Wall Street. Sound too good to be true? Go to cooltrade.org and download the app for free. Watch the proprietary algorithms work and see how profits are generated. No obligation, no software to download, no credit card needed. You could see 5, 10, and even 15% return a month. Where else can you get that? Go to cooltrade.org. That's cooltrade.org. That's cooltrade.org and experience this game-changing technology. Go to cooltrade.org and start taking profits out of the market today.
Hi, I'm Carrie Gusmus, Area Manager with Fairway Independent Mortgage. Have you noticed the mortgage ads lately? Companies that used to advertise low rates and savings of hundreds, if not thousands of dollars on your refinance have suddenly become purchase experts. At Fairway, we've always been purchase experts. We offer our qualified, pre-approved buyers a 20-day purchase guarantee from contract to close. In Colorado's competitive real estate market, a quick closing can be the difference between owning a home you love or dragging your search out for months. Apply from your computer or mobile device online through our easy application process. Unlike other companies, we won't leave you floating alone in a gravity-free room. Our local team of loan officers walks with you every step of the way to qualify and close on your dream home. Learn more about our 20-day closing guarantee and your home loan options by calling 303-211 414-9071 or visit us online at fairwaymortgagecolorado.com.
Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation, NMLS number 2289, is an equal housing lender. This is not an offer to enter into an agreement. Not all customers will qualify. Information, rates, and programs are subject to change without notice. All products are subject to credit and property approval. A pre-qualification is not an approval of credit and does not signify that underwriting requirements have been met. Branch NMLS number 1122559. Regulated by the Colorado Division of Real Estate.
This is the Experience Pros Radio Show. Got an opinion or want to ask us a question? Email radio@experiencepros.com or message us on the Experience Pros Facebook page, and we'll interact with you live on the show.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Angel Tussie and Eric Raymer helping you get your day straight, however it goes. And listen, I got a request. We are live and interactive. And for those of you who are watching by way of our Be Live TV shot straight to Facebook, would you do us a favor and let us know if the audio is coming out okay? It did a little switch on me and changed a little word, and I want to make sure you can hear us. If you can't hear us, then we'll get nothing.
Then they won't post anything. So
Right.
then that will be a clue for us
Indeed.
as well. Well, last Friday we kicked off our Spring Fling and Juicy deal.
Yeah, we did.
Which is a $1,600 value advertising package for only $495. We presented it out to 19 people.
Yes.
Well, we didn't present it. There
There
are
were
19
available.
19 available. During the show on Friday, we sold out of 3. So now there are only 16, and lots of inquiries
Yep.
coming in that we are following up with today to take care of that. If you are interested in that juicy deal in one of those 16 left spots, or 15 left spots, I should say, you're going to give Cecil a call.
That's
Cecil
right.
is our sales executive here at Salem, and his phone number is
720-474-9052. Again, 720-474-9052. A daily 60-second ad on this Experience Pros Radio Show that happens every single day, whether you're there or not. And guess what? It's only $495 a month. It's amazing. And again, Cecil's phone number, 720-474-9052.
Let's get motivated. We've got some fun little quotes that if you type in daily motivation and click on images, all sorts of fun. You know, you've seen all those. Now they're like little boards and little boxes that you can, and words and phrases and quotes that you can post around your office and home house. So these are a lot like that. Now think about this one. This is your daily morning reminder that you are amazing and you can handle anything.
Let's springboard off of that one with 5 daily reminders, and that comes with you're amazing, you can do anything, positivity is a choice, you celebrate your individuality, and you are prepared to succeed.
And ask yourself if what you're doing today is getting you closer to where you want to be tomorrow.
Right. You know, boy, that's an important question to ask ourselves all the time. And along the lines of daily motivation, it comes down to one simple thing. How bad do you want it?
Ooh, right? And each day is available for you to have a fresh start.
So decide,
Oh,
commit, succeed.
Oh, I like that. All right. New day, new week, new goals. Maybe it's new hour. Maybe it's new minute. Whatever it is needs to be, you get to decide right now. I can have whatever it is I want. I just have to reach out and take it.
Today is going to be amazing.
All right. It's today. Don't forget to be awesome.
All right. Here's one that seems relevant today. If you don't sacrifice for what you want becomes the sacrifice.
Ooh, that's profound.
I think so.
That is profound. Oh, I found one. It says step 1, set goals. Step 2, demolish them.
All right. I was prepared for step 2. See step 1. But demolishing is better than doing that.
Yeah, let's demolish it.
How about this? It's a good day to have a good day.
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
I think so. Excuses don't burn calories.
Remember our hashtag? That's a good one. You remember our hashtag? What is it called? The attitude kindness act of the day.
Yeah.
Well, this goes along with that. Make good on the promises to yourself.
Oh, that's a good one.
Don't just say it. Do it.
Do it. We've got to take action. There's no elevator to success. You have to take the stairs.
You have to take the stairs.
You have to take the stairs. There's no elevator, right? Every accomplishment starts with the decision to start.
Absolutely. Yeah, maybe
What's the matter?
Maybe this is a good one.
Okay.
I love it when the coffee kicks in, and then I realize what an adorable badass I'm going to be today. I had to weigh whether or not I should go all the way with that.
Did we go all the way with that? Right.
And I did.
Right. Let's shake it up today. Right. Okay. You're off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting. So get on your way, says Dr. Seuss.
Yeah, that Dr. Seuss was he was a smart guy.
He's quite profound, right?
I don't know if this might be. I'm not sure. I'll run it by you.
Okay.
Blah blah blah. Go work out.
I've been doing a lot of that. And Eric said, "What'd you do this weekend?" I worked out. Pretty much, I went for a walk. I went for a bike ride. I did a little workout video. I've got Orange Theory on my calendar. It's all good. All right, how about this one? Replace what if with heck yeah, or however you want to say that.
See, you're softer than I am. How about this? Where'd it go? I lost it. Champions believe in themselves, even when no one else does.
Right? Right? It's got to be internal. Never quit. If you stumble, get back up. What happened yesterday no longer matters. Today's another day. So get back on track and move closer to your dreams and goals. You can do this.
Right? We're talking about motivational phrases that can actually do more than just be cliche. If you allow them to travel the greatest distance that anyone will ever allow, 18 inches from your head to your heart, it could change things. Like, a lot of people look at Monday and say, I got to go the daily grind, right? Think of grind as this. Get ready. It's a new day.
Woohoo!
Get it.
Right? Each day, right? It's a fresh start. And even if it didn't happen on Monday and it didn't fresh start until Tuesday or Thursday, or if you fresh started on a Friday, it doesn't matter, right? It's got to come. You've got to just make that kind of draw the line in the sand and say, that was then, this is now. And it doesn't matter that you didn't work at it or if it didn't happen the way you wanted it to, right? It's one of those things that consistency, if you keep doing it, you're going to get it done. And so you just keep going and you just keep working on it. Small daily improvements are the key to staggering long-term results.
Yeah, I love that. Eat like you love, let me say that again. Eat like you love yourself. Move like you love yourself. Speak like you love yourself. Act like you love yourself.
You can't expect to succeed if you only put in work on the days you feel like it.
Isn't that the truth? How about being the rainbow in someone else's cloud?
Oh, there's a good one. Limitations live only in our minds, but if we use our imaginations, I can't, it's too little. Our possibility, I can't read, I need my glasses.
Oh, no.
Oh, hold on.
You come back to that and maybe if you click on it, it'll magnify.
Yeah, it made it bigger. Limitations live only in our minds, but if we use our imaginations, our possibilities become limitless.
All right. I am committed to being a better person today than I was yesterday. Better thoughts, better decisions, better actions.
So what's your focus this week? Are you motivated? Are you on a fresh start? Are you encouraged? Do you have those big visions right in front of you? Do you have your list of things, your go-to people that you're surrounded with? Do you have what it takes? I'm going to say you do. Now go take action.
There you go. This just in from Cecil, our account executive here at Salem. Two more of those Spring Fling and Juicy deals have been sold. And so if you are interested at all, the number to call, 720-474-9052. We'll be right back.
America's home for positive business talk. You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show. Contact them on the web at experiencepros.com.
Business never takes a break. Neither do we. So, take Denver's Money Talk 1690 AM with you with our brand new mobile app. Stay up to the minute with breaking news, market strategies, current trends, and more wherever you are with live streaming. Listen to your favorite Money Talk shows whenever you want, on demand. It's like a personal advisor in your pocket. Do something today that your future self will thank you for. Download the brand new Money Talk app on iTunes or the Google Play Store, or at moneytalk1690.com.
Will your current career path lead you to financial independence? Stop worrying about working till you drop, losing your job, or retiring in poverty. It's simple. Register for our free passive income workshop and learn the 7 principles we use to provide for our families and run our businesses. We reveal the 5 reasons you should invest in real estate, and we show you how every dollar you invest in a piece of real estate makes you money 5 ways. It's time to get this life-changing information. Register today at mypassiveincomeworkshop.com. Stop making excuses. Go to mypassiveincomeworkshop.com.
Alcohol began to be a problem a few years ago, and the problem just got worse. Hi, my name is Bill. Alcohol had crept into my life over the years, taking over until I didn't have a life anymore. I needed a solution before I lost everything. I tried various treatments and counseling. They did not solve the real problem. I was addicted. I was exhausted trying to fight it. Go Sober was able to solve the problem within a week, and it's great to have my life back. If you want to find out more, go to gosober.org.
85% of people who go through the Go Sober program never drink again. The 85% success rate is because it uses science to solve your addiction problem. Go Sober provides FDA-approved medical treatments using specific drugs administered by a doctor in the physician's office. You will lose your desire to drink almost immediately, and you'll be back to work and back to your life the next day. Call Go Sober at 303-827-4837. That's 303-827-4837.
Gravina Windows and Siding at 950 West Evans in Denver can help. Replace those old worn-out windows. Huge selection. Anderson Fibrex, Pella, Great Lakes, and more. Over 50 lines of vinyl, wood, and fiberglass windows and doors. Check out our composite window, the EcoSmart. It's up to 100% more energy efficient. Lifetime manufacturer's warranty. Our glass package is at least 3 to 5 times more energy efficient with a glass breakage warranty and free rescreening. Gravina Windows and Siding in Denver is accredited by the BBB with an A+ rating. Over 100,000 customers and counting. Financing's available. Larry Gravina, serving the Front Range for over 44 years with my family. Free estimates. Metro Denver, call 303-GRAVINA. Northern Colorado, call 970-GRAVINA, and we'll come to you. Gravina's has the greatest windows. Nobody beats us. Nobody.
This is Dan Kaplis. A wise person once told me, if you don't have a seat at the table, you are going to end up on the menu. I think that applies directly to personal injury and wrongful death cases. If you're not represented by a highly accomplished law firm, the insurance company is probably going to eat you for lunch and you'll never even know it. So if you want to make sure that you and your claim are treated with the respect you deserve, give me a call. We are a serious firm for serious cases. And for 30 years, we have proven our ability to go up against the best the other side has to offer and to win. Our personal injury clients include everyone from the poorest of the poor to CEOs, teachers, farmers, police officers, doctors, lawyers, and professional athletes. We are able to make the vast resources of our firm available to good people from all walks of life by taking righteous cases on a percentage fee basis. You can reach me at 303-770-5551. That's 303-770-5551 or dankapleslaw.com. That's dankapleslaw.com.
The Experience Pros Radio Show, home of the original Fan Braggin' Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a business revolutionary by sharing a Fan Braggin' story of great customer service by using the hashtag FanBrag or calling the Fan Braggin' hotline at 855-FAN-BRAG, FANBRAG. Now back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Hey, welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer helping you get your business right. One of the ways that we do that is invite guest experts who are going to help us in various elements of their expertise. And this next guest is no exception. Angel, I can't be out of money because there's still more days left in the month.
There's still more days left. You still have checks in your checkbook. Do you remember that? Do you remember that? and you get to the end of the month and figure out, where did all my money go? And I know as an entrepreneur, we often get to the end of the year and realize, okay, well, we made all this money. Where did it go? Well, Our expert is Al Zenek, CPA and author of the book, Master Your Cash Flow. He's here to help us improve our cash flow by finding hidden cash in tax codes, finding new ways to save, and some interesting cash flow improvement methods. Al Zenek, welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show.
Let's see if we can get Al on the radio. Is he, Al, are you there?
We have Al? No, we don't have Al?
All right.
Okay, we don't.
We're going to keep going there. Okay, let's carry the conversation though, Angel, because when we're talking about cash flow, so many times we feel like there's just simply not enough cash at the end of the day. Often,
we're not keeping track of it. We're not, we're not really monitoring it and seeing where it goes. So if we don't make this a focus and a priority, we will. We'll just wonder, and we'll never be on top of it.
So, and then when you look at cash flow, how do you find the proper allocation? And people ask us all the time about how much money should I be spending when marketing or advertising my business, right?
$495
for the Spring Fling and Juicy
deal.
Spring
Fling and Juicy deal. Yeah. Don't you want a $500 advertising package to show up on your doorstep, but it never does?
Right. I remember back in the day, this goes back several years ago, when our advertising rate was significantly more than $495 a month. And radio is radio. It's not inexpensive. It's still dollar for dollar the best investment you can make. But when you make this idea, and one of the things that we had a package, a baseline package that was $715 a month. And the thing that we heard on a regular basis was, don't invest in that. I can't invest in that. I can't afford that because my cash flow won't allow it. But instead, if you had a $300 package, we'd do that all day long. Somewhere in the middle, that $495 fits, and the rest is history. We got a lot of sponsors in that regard.
We absolutely did. Well, let's talk about mastering your cash flow with the author of Master Your Cash Flow, Al Zenek. Welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me today. I'm pleased to be here, especially this late in tax season.
Well, very nice to have you, Al. Let's talk a little bit about that. At what point is it too late for us to start to make a financial plan as it relates to our cash flow?
Well, it's never too late to make a financial plan. And I think from the comments I've heard you talk about, the problem with entrepreneurs and business owners is that they go and make the business first rather than sit down and make their own personal financial plan.
Yes.
You want to know what you're trying to make the business do for you to make sure that you get to earn the money you're earning today, to live the lifestyle you want, to pay your income taxes, but also be able to put aside some money or build the worth of the company so that you don't have to work someday.
Which is the big goal someday. And so having that plan, and I love you actually have a chapter in your book, Become the Master of Your Cash Flow. I would love to master my cash flow. I feel like I'm not the master of, I'm really more in response factors. Some money comes in, some money goes out, and what's left over, maybe I can be the master of. I'm guessing it starts before all that.
Well, I think you're right. I think that, by the way, the feelings you're having, I think many, if not most Americans have out there. I think I heard you say just a few minutes ago, like people get to the end of the month or to the end of the year and they sit down with their accountant or they look at their checkbook and they say, where did all my money go? But you know what? The way to start to look at mastering your cash flow, especially for an entrepreneur in business, is look at how a well-run company is run. Does Apple get to the end of a month and say, gee, where did all our money go? Do they get to the end of the year and say, gee, where did all it go? But quite frankly, some of the same executives that work for those companies have those issues. So it's starting to look at running your business and your personal life like a well-run business. What would a well-run business do? Again, part of that is starting with, what are you trying to get out of the business? What do you want to earn as profit to make sure you live the life you want to today?
It's well said. Our guest is Al Zenek. Al, let me ask you this, because You talk in your book about how to use debt and to use it smarter. And sometimes I think that people are allergic to that word. Shouldn't people strive to have little or no debt? Isn't it better strategically for them to run a cash business?
Well, it's funny you say that. And again, I'm going to use an example like a Warren Buffett. I'm going to use an example like all the major corporations that probably a lot of people own stock in or have some holding in, like Apple, Microsoft, you name them. All these companies have debt. And the reason they have debt is because they use it smarter to leverage shareholder wealth.
Okay, but hold
it's like
on
when you're going to go out.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but I got to let's bring it down to the small business realm, because I mean, Buffett and Apple and all those guys, Microsoft. Sometimes I think that when we talk about them, the listener to this radio show, the small business owner, sits there and says, "Yeah, well, they have millions of dollars to leverage into a debt situation. I don't know where my next customer's coming from." Talk to us from that level.
Well, if you're at a point to where you don't know where your next customer is coming from, you're right. But I guess I'm talking to where at least you have some customers, some money is coming in,
sure.
And so you have to decide how you're going to allocate some of that. So let's say you'd be more efficient if you had a $500 a computer or an iPad, or something that's going to make you have more money. You may not be able to afford that $500 or $1,000 or $10,000, but maybe with the vendor that you're dealing with, you can get this on a pay plan. You can take out some sort of small loan. Doing something like that to where it's going to make you some money, you are starting to leverage your business a bit so that you can deal with more customers. A lot of people sometimes get scared of that because they think if they have that debt hanging over their heads, then, like you said before, they're get scared with it. But there's a lot of small business owners out there. We deal with them all the time, and how to basically, if they want to start to have more sales and or do better in profits, sometimes using debt a little bit smartly, not overdoing it, not consumer debt and overspending, but spending for a reason to make more money is the right way to do it.
Yeah,
it is. And I think oftentimes we, as a consumer, sometimes we put on our consumer hat and we get a little freaked out because of consumer debt and how we're doing that at home if we get out in over our heads. But when we think of it as a business owner, in the tax code and the tax laws were written for business owners. And so you have to take off that consumer hat and put on that CEO hat, right?
Very, very good. Again, because the laws that are written out there, tax laws, are really generous to small business. Keep in mind that even though you're getting, let's say, you may think an expensive loan to get an iPad or some equipment that may be 8%, 10%. Consumers cannot write off that debt, but a business owner can.
Yes.
So basically, if you can take, if you're going to get back 25 cents on a dollar on that or more, then you're getting a really cheap amount of debt for that to help you grow your business.
Really well said. Al Zenik, Master Your Cash Flow, the key to growth and retain wealth. Al, where do people pick up a copy of your book and maybe connect with you?
Best place is really you can go to Amazon.com and just put in there Master Your Cash Flow, or you can go to www.alzenik.com. And basically, you can find the book there or connect with me, and I'd be more than happy to help people out there. How can I say how retain and grow their own wealth?
I love it. You've been a great guest, and your answer was spot on all the way across. That website alzenik.com. That's ALZDENEK.com. We'll post that on our Facebook so that people will make sure they get the spelling right. Al, thanks for joining us today.
I appreciate that.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
All right. Folks, don't go anywhere. We've got more positive business talk just ahead. You're listening to Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, where your kindness act of the day is to remember to do something positive for yourself today. Stop procrastinating and do something for yourself. We'll be back right after these messages.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
KDMT, Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
Your credit card companies love you. They love it when your cards stay maxed out. They love it when you only make minimum payments. They love it when you struggle. Why? Because they own you. And minimum payments mean maximum profits. Here's great news. National Debt Relief is now offering you free information on how to escape your credit card debt nightmare. If you owe more than $10,000 in credit card debt and are only barely making minimum payments, know this: you may not have to pay it all back. In fact, you may have the right to settle that debt for only a fraction of what you owe. National Debt Relief has helped thousands of people get rid of over $500 million of debt, and they're A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau. Get the information you need for free right now before this offer goes away. Call National Debt Relief now and escape your credit card debt troubles. 800-691-2148. 800-691-2148. 800-691-2148.
Michael Bailey Law Office. Hard-working law. Real-world experience. Listen Sundays from 10:30 to 11 a.m. when Michael Bailey discusses how to preserve and pass on your personal legacy. Simple or complex planning, Michael Bailey can help you with answers about your estate planning. Michael Bailey Law, Sundays from 10:30 to 11 a.m. on Denver's Money Talk, KDMT 1690 AM.
Hop on over to the Fresh Fish Company, serving the best all-you-can-eat Easter brunch buffet in town. Hi, I'm Karen, owner of the Fresh Fish Company. Roast spare and a beef and leg of lamb are just the start of our awesome Easter brunch. Also includes sweet, luscious snow crab legs and succulent peel-and-eat shrimp, Danish country ham, along with a mouth-watering array of more than 20 hot and cold buffet favorites. If you're in the mood to sample something more adventurous, try our famous apple hickory smoked salmon, oysters Rockefeller, or mussels in a garlic butter sauce. Tempt your palate with more than 20 delectable homemade desserts, plus our famous make-your-own sundae bar and a chocolate fountain.
The Fresh Fish Company's wonderful all-you-can-eat Easter brunch is only $42.95 with special prices for kids. They're filling up fast, so make your reservations now by calling 303-740-9556. That's 303-740-9556. Or go to thefreshfishco.com. This Easter, start a new family tradition and be at the Fresh Fish Company for brunch on April 16th from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Dad, name some good reasons for our listeners to select Ravina's windows.
I'll tell you why. We make it so simple for our customers to shop. We have everything: vinyl windows, wood windows, fiberglass windows, double pane, triple pane, heat mirror, argon gas, krypton gas, bays, bows, garden windows, patio doors, everything.
How about colors?
Pick what you want: brown, green, blue, red, whatever. It's never been so easy, and nobody beats us. Nobody.
Stop by our beautiful showroom, bring in your measurements, and we'll give you 10% off.
Only at Gravina's, 950 West Evans in Denver. Call us at 303-GRAVINA. Northern Colorado, call 970-GRAVINA.
Best deal in town.
Call Gravina's at...
No, it's Gravina's.
Call 303-GRAVINA. Or in Northern Colorado, 970-GRAVINA. Or visit their beautiful showroom at 950 West Evans. And remember,
Gravina's have the greatest windows. Nobody beats us. Nobody.
Inglewood, Colorado, 1947. Mr. Anderson opens a small shop and repairs vacuums. He knows the ins and outs of all 7 brands popular at the time. Inglewood, Colorado, now. Anderson's Vacuums still exists, still serving what they sell, including brands like Miele, Sebo, Auric, Dyson, Sharch, and more. Try them, test them, find your favorite. Anderson's Vacuum has grown to become one of the largest dealers in sales and service. The knowledge and experience is unmatched. Visit a legend, Anderson's Vacuum in Inglewood at andersonsvacuum.com.
This is Dan Kaplis. Our firm is dedicated to always being on the leading edge of the practice of personal injury law. That includes game-changing, next-generation technology, nationally respected experts, and innovative visual tools that help us bring our client's case to life for the purposes of settlement or, if necessary, trial. We only accept a limited number of cases, so we're able to devote to each client our full arsenal of technology, skilled attorneys, and staff. We are a serious firm for serious cases, and we make the vast resources of our firm available to good people from all walks of life by taking righteous cases on a percentage fee basis. If you'd like to talk with me about your case, just give me a call or email me through our website. There's no charge for an initial consultation. 303-770-5551, 303-770-5551, or dancaplisslaw.com. That's dancaplisslaw.com.
Revolutionizing the way people treat people in business. The Experience Pros, America's home for positive business talk.
I'm content just to let the music play. Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Angel Tassi and Eric Rammer helping you get your smile on no matter what your business day looks like. Be motivated. There's all kinds of great things. Today is a good day to have a good day, that's for sure. And shout out to our friends out there in Facebook land. Dennis, thanks for chiming in. You know, better late than never. We're happy to have you along with us. Do me a favor, Dennis, if you will. If you can hear my voice, let me know that you can hear my voice, because I can't tell if the audio is going out all right.
Of course, if he can't hear it, then then he won't respond, and then we'll still know. And so there might be having issues over there. But let's talk about some changes in the marketplace. Largest transportation company that owns no cars. Uber.
Yeah.
Largest hotel and hospitality industry, but owns no hotels.
Airbnb.
Okay. Largest retailer with no brick and mortar stores.
Amazon.
Right? It is a different world. So what are retailers to do? Folks that are kind of stuck, what we call in the eye of the hurricane. You are watching it shift all around you, the way consumers are shopping, the way they're buying. You know, even as Experience Pros, we are going through a shift in technology and that customer experience so that we can stay kind of ahead of the curve. Otherwise, we become the Kodak, right, of networking groups. Do you remember Kodak? You know,
I do remember.
Do you remember
Kodak.
them? We were at Disney World, and I remember at Disney World there used to be little placards, little signs all around at Disney for you to stop and take a Kodak moment. There would be a beautiful backdrop, and here's a great way where you're out of the way of traffic, and you can have a Kodak moment. No longer is that the way. And so when we talk about, I mean, you probably have read Macy's closing down lots of stores. The Limited, love their pants, except for they don't fit the ones in my closet. Almost, they're soon to fit again. But the Limited has, they're closing down their retail stores. We're watching, JCPenney struggle, Sears, Kmart, all of that. And so what do we do as a retailer? What do you do as a retailer, especially a luxury chain such as Neiman Marcus?
So, I came across this article in Fox Business that says Neiman Marcus sees experiences and embracing of technology as the way forward amid a retail slowdown. You look at Sears and JCPenney's and affiliate, even Macy's struggling, right? And the brick and mortar and malls. Everything that we identify as being the way that business has been done is now maybe it's less under attack and more under transformation. And it will be those who are able to adapt who will come out.
Right. But
surviving.
How do they adapt? And we've been watching them struggle for years and get really creative with their in-store experiences, collaborating, bringing in other brands together and kind of micro stores within the larger store.
Well, listen to this. It says revenue growth on the S&P 500 department store index has been stuck in a downturn for 7 straight quarters as brands like Nordstrom, Kohl's, Macy's, all those are grappling with rapidly changing consumer shopping habits. Neiman is no outlier. It has seen 6 straight quarters of revenue and same-store sales declines as customers become increasingly less loyal. The uncertain environment even led the luxury brand in March to begin exploring strategic alternatives. Now, get this. The Brian Kilcourse, the managing partner and co-founder of Retail Systems Research, adds this. Neiman Marcus is working itself into a position not to just sell goods, but an experience. Welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show, where the experience is the ultimate goal. And we've been saying it for years. It's not that we knew it before anybody else knew it. The fact of the matter is, it's always been. The experience is more important than what you know or what you sell.
But we've been working on quantity, right?
Sure.
For so long. The people were still in the stores and still coming to the malls and still shopping via retail. So even though you didn't have this amazing customer experience, you overwhelmed it with quantity. Well, those were the early 2000s, right? And so what the stores are actually, retailers are really struggling with is they're discovering they don't know their customer.
Right.
They know less about their customer, less and less about their customers. They were really just kind of getting lucky.
Yeah, and getting lucky is, while it can be exciting from time to time, ultimately what we're trying to do is create a duplicatable, replicable system that removes luck. Who was it? Thomas Jefferson says, the harder I work, the luckier I get. It's probably a sentiment of truth as well to that. But luck shouldn't be a part of our business plan.
It shouldn't. Luck and hope should not be. But think about this new phrase, conversational commerce. Right? You remember when e-commerce came to be? We're all doing e-shopping, electronic shopping, relationship marketing. There's been all sorts of buzzwords. Conversational commerce, where you don't have to type at your keyboard and think about the right words to put into a search engine. You're just going to ask the question, what do I wear to this event? What complements this dress?
Right.
What did so-and-so wear on the red carpet? Who wore it best? What shoes? What accessories? And so using the technology and recognizing this customer conversation, customers are having conversations with their what's that device? The Alexas and
the personal assistants.
Right? The AIs,
the
right?
Automated personal assistants.
And so now we're having conversations. And what's showing up and how do we show up and how do we engage in that manner? And we've all been driven by keywords for so long, but it's shifting and we've all got to be ahead of that shift.
And we certainly try. And even as we had this conversation, we're trying to practice what we preach. We're aware of a technical issue with our audio on our Facebook Live. And our Facebook Live listeners are now communicating what the issue is so that we can troubleshoot better. Talk about using technology to adapt to create a better experience.
It has to be a better experience because people are busy, they are fickle, they've got a little ADD going on, and we just don't have time to be bothering with your technology delays or your slowdowns because they're going to be on to the next. And if Neiman Marcus is worried about it, we should be too.
All right, folks, we'll be back with more positive business talk after the top of the hour news. We will continue to try to work out our technical issues on the audio side. Thank you for your help. And stick with us. Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. This is home of positive business talk. If you'd like the archives of this and any other program that we do, go check out experiencepros.com and click on the radio button.
You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, America's home for positive business talk. This is the Experience Pros Radio Show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact the Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or contact them on the web at experiencepros.com. or on Facebook and Twitter at Experience Pros. If your customers love you, we want to know you. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
KDNT Arvada, Denver.
Denver's only business radio station, Money Talk 1690 AM.
It'll be 3:05 before he comes back.
All right, which doesn't help us in troubleshooting.
I know, I'm sorry. I called you at the wrong time.
Surprising trick to sell more?
Surprising trick to sell more. All right. All right, for those of you who are listening by way of our Be Live Facebook, this is how we cut a promo for the next day. Scripted? Here we go.
3, 2, 1.
Want to see something special?
Hi, this is Angel, and coming up on the next Experience Pros radio show.
Don't walk away. Get back over here.
We're going to give you the surprising trick to help you sell more.
I got nothing. Everything's on sale today only.
Positive Business Talk weekday afternoons right here on the Experience Pros radio show. Thank you. Can you work with that, Chad? Thank you.
Want to see something special?
No.
Money Talk, 1690 AM. Hear from key leaders in Colorado's business community, advocating for proactive business policies that strengthen the economy and help business grow and thrive in Colorado, as well as helping to make Colorado the best place to live now and for generations to come. Connect and collaborate. Weekdays from 4 to 5 p.m. right here on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 and MoneyTalk1690.com. Life, it's yours to own. And when you're considering the purchase or refinance of a home, you want to know that the people helping you are looking out for your best interests, not just the best interest rates. Cheryl Braunschweiger and her team at Nova Home Loans are trusted members of the Experience Pros Network. And yes, they're ready to help you today. Call today, 720-279-5939. That's 720-279-5939. And let Nova Home Loans take care of everything. Life, it's yours to own. Nova Home Loans can help. NMLS ID 3087.
You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show, the most positive business talk show in America. Best-selling authors of Lists That Saved My Business and founders of the Extreme Customer Service Directory, Angel Tussey and Eric Graver, are inspiring you to get your business right. They know the customer experience isn't just another thing, it's the only thing. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Hello and welcome back to the Experience Pros radio show with Angel Tussey and Eric Kramer. Very nice to have you along with us today. We are here to remind you that small business is big business and your business is our business. And Fine, how do you do to you?
Oh, I am so excited to get this thing going, right? We are on fire in second quarter. This is when all that momentum, everything you've been working for in the first quarter finally starts to pay off. Remember, the results you're getting today are a direct reflection of the activity you put in 90 days ago. That's kind of how the ebb and flow of business ends up happening, which is why it's so important that you don't pull back during the summer months. You don't pull back during the holidays because it takes another 90 days to get things going again. And so let's keep our motivation.
You bet.
Eric, we talk a lot about the customer experience, and right now, with the commerce, the community, the marketplace is shifting in how people are shopping, how people are buying, how they're searching, loyalty and where that comes to play. I think a lot of times people mistake a customer interaction as a customer experience.
Do tell,
right? Just because we've interacted with you, right? We made a phone call, we did a follow-up, and we've got our processes in place, does not mean that we have created a customer experience.
All right. So
it's an interaction. Sure, it can be construed, but when we're talking customer experience.
Yeah.
This is taking out. I found this article in Inc.com that kind of phrases it in a way that I just think kind of brings it head on. He says, in the past, most sales were personal interactions. We either had to go to a place of business or call, right, to complete the transaction.
Right.
Which provided a great opportunity, forget this, a potentially soulless transaction to become a moment of interaction.
Wow.
A soulless transaction that was a moment of interaction.
I would never want that to be said of me in any interaction of any. That sounds horrible.
When we talk about Fan Bragging Friday and we talk about touching your soul, these soulful experiences that become these memorable experiences. But right now, for the most part, it's a soulless transaction. People are only dealing with you. They're only answering your calls because they have to. Right? They're only, you're next in line. Wow. That's why we're dealing with you, because you're next in line. And, I was at Target this weekend. And the gal who was checking me out, she wasn't wearing your typical red and khaki, red shirt, khaki pants. So and she didn't have a name tag on.
That girl's going to get fired.
I was actually thinking she might be upper management and stepped in.
Yeah.
Her interaction was engaging and she was happy and she was smiling and she was engaging and she was interactive. Versus just the automation.
Next.
Right? And how often do we are just automating and having an interaction, but it's oftentimes a soulless interaction.
Hi, welcome to my business. Can I help you?
Right? But when we talk about the customer experience, and in the coming years, and in fact, the coming days, not years, this is happening today.
All right.
Your business is at risk of becoming extinct. If you don't put emphasis on differentiating what you do to make every customer interaction a memorable, experiential encounter. I mean, Eric, we could have written this.
Yeah.
Right? But I didn't. Somebody else wrote it.
But let me throw in the word positive, because it can be memorable for all the wrong reasons as well. Yeah?
Exactly. I'm hoping that I don't have to fill in all the blanks for everybody.
Well, you ever get those connect the dots?
Yes.
It's a dinosaur before you ever use the pencil. Right?
Right.
But sometimes you have to say it's a dinosaur.
You still have to connect all the dots,
yeah.
right? So here's here's the good news, because you've come to Experience Pros for the good news, right? Positive business talk. Small businesses have the largest competitive advantage because we get to build personal relationships and loyalty through extreme customer service. And especially these days, as people are fickle, as they are less and less loyal.
Sure.
And you don't have a big marketing budget to just overconsume, right? To beat it with quantity. You've got to beat it with quality, which means you've got to be excellent all the time, every day, no matter what the day is, from start to finish. It means you've got to create in there this soulful experience, this memorable experience that people, when they leave you, they have to tell somebody. They are just moved. I have got to share this with somebody.
And how do you know if you've actually hit that? Is that they actually do that. They respond in such a way. We've said it for years that if you are hitting the right notes with your customer experience, your guest, your customer, the consumer that comes to you and goes through that experience cannot help themselves but outperform your marketing dollars. And you want that, right? You want an army or a tribe, as some might call it, of people who go out and say, oh my gosh, you have to go check out this business. You have to meet this person. You have to engage. I remember, Angel, when one of our members had such a compelling, such a warm and inviting voicemail on their phone.
Oh, that reminds me. Apparently my voicemail still says I'm getting up at 5 a.m.
Oh.
Let's change that.
But here's the thing. When people say such things, and then you say, well, they had such an engaging thing, and then all of a sudden the next thing was, I got to call this and hear it for myself. And then, here, Angel, you need to call this guy.
But what
and hear it
normally
for yourself.
happens, and this is what's happening for everybody every day.
The zombie apocalypse.
Same old, same old.
Right.
Right? And we think we're doing a great job. right? But unless they're leaving you and engaging and sharing that experience, taking pictures while they're with you and posting and hashtagging. And if that's not happening in your presence, we got to up our game. Otherwise, we are going by way of the dinosaur. And it's not to put a damper or a downer on today, but to let us know we can't sit back on our laurels. Yeah. We can't do things the way we've always done it. The mall will not always be there to save us, but our customer will.
Well, it's well said. Listener Dennis says, my people at PDQ Printing always have a smile in their voice. And that's the first step, right?
It is the first step.
First step to a great experience.
Step, but it's taking that next step further of, okay, so this is what you've asked for, but how can I deliver more than what you're asked for? How can I take that to be just, I took your order, and yeah, I did it with a smile on my face.
And your voice.
And I love you, Dennis. So this isn't about PDQ,
no, it's not a criticism.
Right? No, this isn't about PDQ. But I'm taking that, you did it with a smile on your face and you took care of me, but then that was it. I can go other places. Or when I go online, that smile isn't a necessary piece of that. The smile in and of itself is not going to create loyalty.
Well, and there's even one more step that we can take this, I think, and it's relevant to the conversation, certainly relevant to conversations that I've had recently, and that is that you can go through the transaction, through the experience with one thing on your mind or in your voice or whatnot, and then if that changes down the road or if you say something but you do something differently, right? Mm-hmm. If you act in a way that's inconsistent,
right?
That will come up and cause confusion, and confusion causes strife.
What is our focus and what is our attention when our attention is on it? But so often we're distracted. We're just rushing through. We've got 3,000 things on our mind. So you might be having a conversation with somebody. They think you're having that conversation, but you've got other thoughts. Sure. So your reactions in your head, your body language, your response to them.
All of it.
And then there's a disconnect.
And what happens? A confused buyer?
Always says no.
Always says no. Mm. So, I think this is solid advice for all of us, from business owners to management to frontline employees, to be cognizant of the experience that we provide and the consistency of that experience across all boards. Because if there is a disconnect, again, confusion leads to strife, and confusion lead to the lack of a sale and, frankly, the lack of relationship.
All right, your kindness act of the day is to put yourself on your to-do list. What have you been putting off every week? You keep saying, I'll do that next week. I'll do that next week. Is it starting a diet? Is it getting healthy? Is it saving more? Is it calling an old friend? Whatever that is, Let's do that today. Let's stop procrastinating and say, today I will take care of me. And maybe one of those things in taking care of me is also growing your business. Make sure you sign up for our spring flingin' juicy advertising deal. It's only $495 for $1,600 value.
It's pretty amazing. The number to call if you're interested, call Cecil at 720-474-9052. 720-474-9052. Cecil did reach out to us last break. He has already sold another one. So let's get down on that right away.
America's home for positive business talk. You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show. Contact them on the web at experiencepros.com.
KDMT, Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
Did you know that every dollar you put into a piece of real estate makes you money 5 ways? Cash flow, money in your pocket each month. Equity capture, the thousands of dollars you create when you have the right team and buy the right property using the right map. Appreciation, real estate doubles in value about every 20 years. Equity buildup, renters pay down your mortgage each month. And finally, the tax advantage. We pay almost no taxes on our cash flow and capital gains. These are the 5 ways we make money in real estate, which is why real estate accounts for more millionaires in the world today than any other investment vehicle. You should have some real estate in your portfolio. To learn how, attend one of our free workshops. Call 866-971-8970 or go to 5wayswemake.money.com and register for the next available workshop. That's 866-971-8970 or go to 5wayswemake.money.com.
Policies issued by American General Life Insurance Company, Houston, Texas. Not available in all states. For details, visit AIGdirect.com.
Do you have a family? Would you like to help make sure they'll be taken care of if anything were to happen to you? If you answered yes, you probably need life insurance. Now, do you think life insurance is expensive? If you answered yes to that too, you definitely need to give AIG Direct a call. We could find you a $250,000 policy for just $14 a month, which means you could save hundreds of dollars a year. Call us now for a free, no-obligation quote. 1-800-400-3816. Since 1995, we've helped millions of people find out if they could save up to 70% on their term life insurance. See how affordably we can help you protect your family. Call AIG Direct now for your free quote. 1-800-400-3816. You could save up to 70%. That's 1-800-400-3816. 1-800-400-3816.
This is Albert Mohler for Townhall.com. The U.S. sent an unmistakable signal Thursday night, and it was sent late, and it was sent in the form of 59 Tomahawk cruise missiles fired from 2 U.S. Navy destroyers in the Mediterranean Sea. They were fired at the very same Syrian airbase from which it is now believed the Syrian government had sent an attack on its own people, an attack in the form of chemical weapons, identified as sarin nerve gas, killing upwards of 80 people. Sarin gas is banned by every civilized nation and international treaty, and the use of it is considered a war crime. In a statement he made to the American people late Thursday night, President Trump said the strike was in the vital national security interest of the United States. He went on to say, "We ask God for wisdom as we face the challenge of our very troubled world." Will this military action bring an end to the Syrian civil war? Almost assuredly not. Will it make a difference? As the president said, we must pray so. I'm Albert Mohler.
Hey there, Dan Cicchini, owner of Done Right Kitchens and Baths, Windows and Doors. There's absolutely no reason why right now can't be your time to get started on that beautiful new kitchen or that awesome bath you've always wanted. See what our family can do for your family. 800-362-8370.
Question. Would you seat your 3-year-old child on a windowsill? And would you seat them in a car seat that's not the correct one? Secure their future. Seat them in the correct car seat. More info at safercar.gov/the right seat. A message from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
How many businesses have been around since 1947? How many have grown thanks to word of mouth, satisfied customers, and decades of experience? Anderson's Vacuum has been Denver's #1 choice for vacuums since 1947. They sell and service all major brands, including Miele, Sebo, and Oric. Get unmatched personal service and the benefit of an extremely experienced staff. Visit Anderson's Vacuum in Inglewood, where you can demo every vacuum. Try them out. See what works for you. Online at andersonsvacuum.com.
This is the Experience Pros Radio Show. Got an opinion or want to ask us a question? Email radio@experiencepros.com or message us on the Experience Pros Facebook page, and we'll interact with you live on the show.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Angel Tussey and Eric Kramer helping you get your business right. Thank you for tuning in today. We do appreciate you.
We certainly do, especially because we are positive business talk, and we recognize that today's businesses are operating in a pretty harsh environment, sure, right? Because so much is changing and so much is uncertain. Our next guest says quarterly goals drive short-term and short-sighted decisions. Workforce mobility kills loyalty. Iconic products declining as fast as startups create brand new categories. We're watching this. The pressure to do more with less. And so now more than ever, brands and the people who lead them need clarity and guidance. Our guest is Jonathan David Lewis. He's the author of the book, Brand versus Wild. He has more than a decade of proprietary research into the factors that cause companies to lose their way. He's going to give us some direction today. Jonathan David Lewis, welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Very nice to have you along with us, Jonathan. Let's start with this. It sounds like it's a very scary terrain out there where, brands are losing their identity faster than startups are being formed. Is there really any hope for the entrepreneur today?
Certainly. I think there's more hope than ever in the past. today, I think the opportunities are more than ever before in history.
Yeah, and we're seeing opportunities, and sometimes we kind of have to do this mental self-talk, get ourselves off the ledge, because everything we know, everything that got us to here isn't going to get us, to there. We've got to shift and grow and change. Mm-hmm. Frightening and scary. What do we let go of? What do we tap onto? And how do we know really what to tap onto?
It's interesting. I think one of the core challenges that business leaders are facing today is simply a lot of the old principles for success that really grew out of the last 100 years of business are just not working anymore. Things like the thought that scale leads to success, or strength, or size, or even longevity. I've been in business for 50 years, and I have some sort of advantage. And really, those old advantages, those old principles for success can now be vulnerabilities. I mean, they can slow you down or make you complacent. Yeah. And that's a scary thing.
It is a scary thing, and we're watching it. We're watching, we talked about how Uber, is one of the largest transportation companies. It doesn't even own any cars. Airbnb and hospitality doesn't even own hotels. And we're watching the retailers, especially, the idea of the mall. I think it's going to go by the wayside. What do you think?
The retail apocalypse. I don't think it's going to completely disappear, but certainly we're watching the fruition of a lot of years of change and work, of course, by those like Amazon to undermine really behaviors and habits that we all took for granted, that we all grew up with. They've reached the tipping point. People's behaviors have now fundamentally changed. So the future, probably, I don't see retail going away entirely, but it's never going to be the same.
Yeah, absolutely. So let me ask you this. When we talk about, in your book, the behaviors that fall into categories of inconsistent, what are you talking about there? You say we fall into 3 categories of inconsistent behaviors. What is that?
Yeah, one of the things that we found through the research that led to the book is that one of really all business leaders, when they face disruption, they take a very predictable path. They very predictably respond to disruption in the same way. And one of those behaviors is to act wildly, to be very inconsistent. And, when it comes
to counterproductive, you'd think, right?
Exactly. But, you're frantic in the survival scenario that's sort of explored in the book. You're lost. You're in the woods, and you get frantic, and you're looking for easy solutions, easy answers, silver bullet solutions. And in that context, where you're kind of on hyperdrive and moving too fast, you make mistakes. You act wildly.
What are some of the other things that end up being inconsistent?
So really, when it comes to marketing, you're looking at, if you're changing partners in marketing, every year and a half to 2 years, you're probably acting very inconsistently. I think the average CMO stays at the company they're at for about 2 years now. Wow. If that's the case in your company, and you kind of have this situation where people are coming and going, you're not going to have the consistency in strategy or the courage to make pretty difficult decisions in those environments where things are disrupting so quickly. So it's inconsistency in your message, certainly, saying different things at different times, but it's also inconsistency in your strategy and even in your staffing.
Oh, it is, and we're watching this. It's like you've got a little crystal ball into all of our entrepreneurs' world. We're talking with Jonathan David Lewis. He is the author of Brand versus Wild: Building Resilient Brands for Harsh Business Environments. He's a branding and business strategist. Right? We've got to figure out how to get through this market economy.
Let me make sure I understood something, Jonathan, really quickly, because you said we tend to change. One of the wild behaviors that we do is we tend to change our marketing message and or messengers and on a regular basis too inconsistently. Is it your recommendation then we go with somebody and then stick with that and ride it through? How do we avoid the wild behavior?
Well, it's funny, if you're ever in a pretty stressful scenario, which I think all of us are all day.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. One of the things we tend to do in unhealthy environments is scapegoat. We look for somebody to blame. We very rarely look at ourselves or our team. And so one of the easiest places to point when things are rough is the marketing department, or whoever's in charge of marketing, or that partner we brought in to help with marketing. And so, it's pretty easy to say, hey, let's get somebody new in here. They're the problem. When many cases, it's really something more systemic, something that's actually in the upper echelons of the management or leadership. There's a fundamental shift that's required to deal with today's uncertainty that is far broader than just a marketing function. It has to do with how we view business.
And it does. This is an excellent conversation.
Yeah,
I'm so glad that you are having it with us. How do our listeners stay connected with you?
Well, certainly you can go to jonathandavidlewis.com. You can learn more about me and my book. It's available May 2nd. You can pre-order it now on Amazon. And that's probably the best way. You can certainly find me on most social media platforms as well.
There you go, Jonathan David Lewis. Thank you for joining us and adding your value to our listeners. We're grateful for you. Folks, don't go anywhere. We've got more positive business talk just ahead. And while you're thinking about it, go ahead and go to Amazon and pre-order that Brand versus Wild. It may very well be the salvation to a business that you have yet to realize may be in trouble. We'll be back right after these messages. Angel and Eric, this is the Experience Pros Network.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
When you think back to your favorite hero, did he wear a cape or did he glide 7 miles behind enemy lines to protect a bridge from the Nazis in World War II? Richard Rolliter is a living, live, real hero who's going to join the Americhicks Molly and Kim this Friday to share his personal stories and memories during World War II. You won't want to miss it.
The Americhicks, Kim Monson and Molly Vogt, weekday afternoons 5 to 6 on KDMT, Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
When you get in your car, you program your destination into the GPS. You need directions to get where you want to be.
You will arrive at your retirement in 8 years.
And the same is true for your retirement. You need a voice to guide you along the way. And in Denver, that voice is Dave Anthony. Join him every Saturday morning at 8 for the Retirement Income Show. Dave's 20 years of experience can make your retirement journey feel like a drive down Easy Street. Take the first step by tuning in every Saturday morning at 8 for the Retirement Income Show with Dave Anthony.
Arriving at your retirement.
When you have sleep apnea, traveling can be a real drag because you have to drag your big, bulky home CPAP device with you everywhere you go. But not anymore. Now you can travel easily and sleep comfortably anywhere thanks to Transcend, the world's very first mini CPAP. And right now, you can try Transcend absolutely risk-free for 10 restful nights. So call now, 1-800-400-1841. Our smallest and most advanced portable design ever, Transcend is as small as a soda can and weighs less than a pound. You can even add a battery that's as tiny as a deck of cards. Transcend is so incredibly small and light, you can easily fit it in your briefcase or purse to use anywhere you go. It's FAA compliant too, so you can even sleep comfortably while flying. Now you can enjoy the freedom to sleep comfortably anywhere. But don't delay. To receive your 10-night in-home trial, call minicpap.com now. 1-800-400-1841. Again, that's 1-800-400-1841.
Hail and severe storm season is just around the corner, and that's why you need to call Golden Spike Roofing at 303-942-1386 for a thorough and free inspection for roofing done right to the last nail. Call Golden Spike Roofing.
Call Golden Spike Roofing when your roof needs a fix. 303-942-1386. Golden Spike Roofing.
Business owners and marketing professionals, learn how to promote and grow your business online by attending the Denver Digital Download, presented by Get Found Fast, Denver's premier digital marketing firm. Inverness Hotel, Wednesday, April 19th at 9 a.m. Learn the latest techniques for getting leads, improving your website, and growing your revenue online. Digital experts will be on hand to give you a free on-site analysis of your online presence. Register and save your spot now at GetFoundFast.com. GetFoundFast.com.
Wild Birds Unlimited.
Spring is bursting out all around us. Birds are singing their courtship songs. Squirrels are romping playfully through the trees. Butterflies are painting our gardens with color. KDMT Radio invites you to learn more about these felicitous activities by joining David and Scott Menno for Bird Talk every Saturday at noon, right here on KDMT. Bird Talk is presented by Wild Birds Unlimited and can help you create the most attractive backyard wildlife habitat in the known universe. You'll hear fascinating interviews, wildlife news, and entertaining information about the natural world. KDMT Radio invites you to learn more by joining David and Scott Menno for Bird Talk every Saturday at noon, right here on KDMT. So give the Bird Dudes a call with your questions this Saturday at noon on Bird Talk. Wild Birds Unlimited brings people and nature together.
Wild Birds Unlimited. We bring people and nature together.
The Experience Pros Radio Show, home of the original Fan Braggin' Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a business revolutionary by sharing a Fan Braggin' story of great customer service by using the hashtag FanBrag or calling the Fan Braggin' hotline at 855-FAN-BRAG. FANBRAG. Now back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Hello and welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show, home of positive business talk. Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer helping you get your business day on. And, I love, one of the things that I love to do, just kind of spoil myself, is to bury myself into a good fiction book.
I know the way that you just kind of wrap yourself up into a novel.
I do.
I love that. I love that about you. Well, we've got a great novel for you if that's kind of your shtick, of a way of escaping on the weekends or in your downtime. Our next guest is Gordon Zuckerman. His Amazon best-selling historical fiction series, The Sentinels, is back with a new installment. It's called Voices Behind the Curtain. It's gripped with some of the same fear, corruption, and absence of responsible leadership that his books describe. His latest work of historical fiction takes place in the immediate years following World War II and all the way up through the early years of the Cold War and the McCarthy hearings. But Zuckerman, he is a successful entrepreneur, Harvard Business School graduate, and a student of history. He connects the dots of history and develops the plots for each book in his series. And he's used his writing to illustrate what can happen when a small group of courageous, high-minded, problem-solving main characters decide to oppose the looming threat of malignant agendas, of misdirected concentrations of wealth and influence. Gordon Zuckerman, welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show.
Thank you very much for inviting me. It's a privilege to be included.
Well, Gordon, it's nice to have you. All right, so set the scene for us. The book is called Voices Behind the Curtain. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right, and it's just after World War II. Give us a lay of the land and what's going on that motivated this.
My objective in writing this particular book was to create a portrait that people can understand of what happens when private enterprise objectives are combined with ambitious government agendas and have the support of Wall Street and that is involved in agendas of self-interest, which are frequently achieved at the cost of at the public's best interest.
How long does it take you to write a novel?
2 years.
2 years. So this started before this current election cycle or anything that's going on necessarily today. And
it seems to always be current events, right?
It seems very relevant in a lot of ways. So why do you think that we need to be concerned about the win at any cost type of leadership?
Well, the problem with win at any cost is maybe it would be best if we talk to the people who were shouldered with the cost. But it's, in my mind, ever since the early 1970s, with the offshoring of labor, manufacturing jobs, the American labor force has been decimated. And just now we're starting to appreciate it and start to look for some of the reasons why that was allowed to happen. So this book, Voices Behind the Curtain, is an attempt to use the efforts by the military-industrial community complex to manipulate the congressional appropriations process for their own benefit following World War II.
Okay.
And, excuse me.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but just in the sake of time, watching the clock go, what is it? Why are we so fascinated with World War II? I mean, back then, everything was in black and white. How is it that we are still so drawn, authors and historians and obviously readers?
Yeah.
Well, I think there are a lot of reasons. One of which is it was probably the last time when we as a nation geared up to oppose what we saw as a very threatening world agenda. And not only the people who were fighting the war, but the people who were supporting the fighting of the war, the government, everybody else, were all lined up. And it was a marvelous manifestation of what this country is capable of producing.
Absolutely. Will we ever see that again?
I doubt it. The reason I doubt it is that I think with the advent of nuclear weapons, global conflict is an obsolete concept, and so what we're going to see is a lot of regional disputes, and how we. Let me put it the other way around. I don't think it's prudent for us to consider the United States the leader of the world. I think we are one of the leaders of the world, and that true leadership comes when a few reasonable men who govern each of these countries can come together and cooperate in doing whatever is necessary to eliminate the source of the regional conflict.
Our guest is Gordon Zuckerman. The book is called Voices Behind the Curtain. It is the next installment in the historical fiction series, The Sentinels. It's an Amazon best-selling book. Gordon, where do you want people to follow up with you and grab a copy of Voices Behind the Curtain?
3 places. GordonZuckerman.com. And not only can they buy the book directly from me through that vehicle, but there's a lot of information in it that explains a lot about me, my philosophy, and the other books I've written. Or they can go to Amazon or Barnes & Noble.
Excellent,
all right.
excellent.
Anyway.
All right. Gordon Zuckerman.
In all the forms that books are printed.
Yeah, of course. Voices Behind the Curtain. Make sure you check that out and get yourself lost in this historical fiction book today. Gordon, thanks for being with us.
Thank you. It was a pleasure.
Absolutely. And the pleasure is all ours. It's always fascinating to get in the mind of the author of a piece of fiction. It is.
They've spent so much time in the research of it.
And yet, how do they find a way to be as contemporary as many people may assign to that today?
Exactly. Well, if you're in the research mode, we hope that you're doing some research on some advertising deals to grow your business this next quarter. Check out our Spring Flingin' Juicy deal. It's a $1,600 value for only $495. It's your chance to advertise and support the Experience Pros radio show. There are only, I think, 14 of these left. We started out with 19.
I believe the answer is 13 now.
I'm sorry. I was thinking 19 minus 6. That is 13.
Yeah.
I'm doing that new
sold
Common
an
Core
extra one,
math.
And there may be even one more yet to be sold yet today. We're in negotiations as it is. If you want to get in on this, it's a daily 60-second ad right here on the Experience Pros radio show. It's specifically designed for the people who listen to the program, who want to reach the people who listen to the program. And it is 60-second ad every single day for only $495 a month. It is almost 75% off the regular retail rate. That being said, if you'd like to know more information about that, get them while they're hot because we are running out of inventory. Call Cecil. His phone number, Cecil is one of our account executives here at Salem Media, and his number is 720-474-9052. Again, 720-474-9052. And tell him I need to know about that Spring Flingin' Juicy deal. Again, a daily 60-second ad every single day while we're on the air, Monday through Friday, and $495 a month. It simply doesn't get any less expensive for that for Major Market Radio.
It's our way of saying thank you for supporting the Experience Pros radio show through 1,900 episodes.
Right?
Isn't that amazing? 1,900 episodes of positive business talk. We are combating negativity every single day. We're here to motivate you, inspire you, and help you grow your company. Listen to the radio and grow your business.
You bet.
All right. So most businesses, we know, fail.
Yeah.
Right? The IRS says that 80% of new businesses die within the first 18 months.
This is a happy show.
I know. Well, when we come back, I'm going to give you some tips on how to resuscitate your business.
Mouth to mouth for your business. Coming next on the Experience Pros radio show. Folks, don't go anywhere. If you'd like to know more about how we, the Experience Pros, can help you and your business, jump over to experiencepros.com and click on the free trial. We'll give you 30 days at no expense, no credit card required. Just let us help you. See if we can't put a smile on your face that way as well. Back after these messages.
You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show, America's home for positive business talk.
KDMT, Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
Have you racked up more than $10,000 in credit card debt? Are you barely getting by making minimum payments? You should know the credit card companies are tricking you into thinking there's no way out. Credit card companies would rather you didn't know that there are ways you can become debt-free and you don't have to pay the entire amount you owe. There are debt relief programs that help people like you escape overwhelming credit card debt. National Debt Relief has helped tens of thousands of people just like you reduce more than $500 million of debt. National Debt Relief has helped so many people, they're A-plus rated by the Better Business Bureau. You don't have to declare bankruptcy or take out a consolidation loan. You have the right to settle your debt for a mere fraction of what you owe. Reduce a portion of your debt now. Call National Debt Relief at 800-518-4020. 800-518-4020. That's 800-518-4020.
Hi, I'm Carl Deichler, the CEO of Beachbody, and I'm here to tell you about an amazing new way you can start losing weight for free right now. You've probably seen our workout DVDs on TV like P90X, Insanity, and 21 Day Fix. We just launched a beta trial of our new digital video platform, Beachbody On Demand. So while we're testing out this new digital video service, I'm inviting you to use it for free for 30 days. That means you can lose 10 pounds, 20 pounds, even 30 pounds without paying a dime. Text the word TRIAL to 303030, and you can do 30 days of P90X, Insanity, or any of over 400 workouts for free. Now, here's the catch. In return, all I ask is you let us know what you think of the service so we can make Beachbody On Demand the best fitness and weight loss site ever created. Just text TRIAL to 303030 and get started for free right now. Again, text TRIAL to 303030.
Message and data rates may apply. Membership fees apply after 30-day free trial. Cancel anytime.
Hi, this is residential real estate expert Dan Palomino from the Colorado Dreamhouse team. Listen, if you're thinking about selling your home, you want to get the highest price in the shortest amount of time. To do that, you need a great real estate team and one with incredible marketing. We're so sure our marketing plan for your home is better than everyone else. We're willing to put our money where our mouth is. Here's what we're offering. Interview the Colorado Dreamhouse team to sell your home. Then interview our competition. If their marketing plan is better than ours, then you can hire them and we'll pay you $250. I know, it sounds crazy, giving you $250 to hire our competition. It probably won't happen because we're so sure you'll find our marketing plan better, you'll hire us to...
Camp can help with a new energy-efficient heating and air conditioning system. The Pastor Camp family has provided comfort and a customer satisfaction guarantee for over 50 years. They offer payment plans as low as $89 per month with approved credit. Discover Pastor Camp and experience comfort. Call 303-777-1234 or visit pastorcamp.com.
It's time to start your spring cleaning with some fresh, clean carpets. Call out Zero Res Carpet Cleaning Company to clean your carpets with their patented empowered water technology cleaning process. Your carpets are going to look brand new again, especially if you have kids and pets. You probably have spots and stains everywhere. Empowered water technology is eco-friendly. It's safe for your kids and pets. Zero Res doesn't clean with harsh soaps, detergents, or toxic chemicals. If your carpet is cleaned with those things, you're only attracting dirt to your carpets. Call now and get the April special. 3 carpeted areas pre-treated, cleaned, and sanitized with that empowered water for just $119. That's the April special. 3 carpeted areas pre-treated, cleaned, and sanitized with empowered water for just $119. See? Affordable. Ask them about cleaning your rugs, upholstery, and tile and grout too. Call Zero Res today. 303-471-5150. 303-471-5150. Or go online and book your job at ZeroResDenver.com. Mention you heard the $119 deal on KNUS. Zero Res, the right way to clean.
You read the articles, listen to the news, and follow the headlines, but with so much to keep track of, maybe it's time you talk to someone face-to-face about your financial reality in retirement. Hi, I'm Amy Duncan from Alpine Planning Group, and if you're wondering if your retirement plan's on track, we're here to guide. Call 303-843-0918 or visit alpineplanninggroup.com. Schedule an introductory personal conversation. When you think retirement, think Alpine Planning Group. Come meet us today.
Revolutionizing the way people treat people in business. The Experience Pros, America's home for positive business talk.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Angel Tussey and Eric Kramer here for your business all the way to the end. And not
to the end of your business.
No. Just to the end of the show.
To the end of the show. Not that your business is ending. And I know there's been a lot today that talks about the struggling marketplace that is, that small business owners are facing.
But hopefully what you heard was there's a way out of that. And if you create an experience and if you make sure that you connect with people and if you're consistent with all of that connection and doing some of the things that we're going to talk about here, you're going to get through it with flying colors.
With flying colors. And so we know the IRS says most businesses fail. It's because most people treat their business like a hobby.
That's correct.
They don't actually out there and grow it and treat it like a company. They don't put systems in place. They don't hire the right people. They don't have adequate cash flow. They haven't done their research. They think if I just build it, it will come. And that's just not the case. That's why Experience Pros exists in the manner that it exists in. And we're always looking to stay relevant. We're always staying current. We never just sit back and go, you know what? Well, we did that one thing in that one way 5 years ago, and that should still work today. That is never our attitude.
Our good friend David Avron has put together a list of 6 common reasons that most businesses never really get off the ground, or they fail quickly after they do. And the first of those is inadequate research.
Right? You got to do your research. This is, you can't just pretend you're the only one that's ever had this idea. You haven't. Somebody's gone before you. Do you know that there was a guy who started the kind of thing that Uber is doing before Uber did it?
Oh, sure.
But he had one caveat to it, and that's why it didn't work. And so when you do your research, you're going to find other people have had this idea, other people are doing it, or some tweaks to things you thought, well, you know what, I might not have thought to do it that way. You've got to do research.
That's right.
I know it seems like it's time consuming and maybe even a waste of time. Eric and I used to go to the library and walk out with stacks and stacks
20
of books
every month.
All on how to grow a business, how to connect with customers, the customer experience, loyalty, systems, process, the whole thing.
We did our research. In order to be able to talk about how to drive the customer experience, we had to understand what the customer experience was and every nuance to it. There's no substitute for the learning part, right? I remember when I was new to public speaking, and I was nervous. I remember when you were new, Angel, you were nervous about getting up there and doing it. And the fact of the matter is there's no substitute. You can't cut corners on certain things. You got to go out there and experience it yourself. You've got to do the research in order to do it. And if you do, you are 68% ahead of the game, because only 32% of startups actually do research.
All right. So then market. You need to create a customer experience.
Yes.
It is not just about customer service. And it is not, you can't just think if I create it, they will come. You've got to create a memorable, positive customer experience. One of 3 things is going to happen when people do business with you.
Okay.
And 2 of them are the kiss of death.
Yeah, the first thing is they're going to say, I really didn't care for you.
Yeah, something negative, which is we're all freaked out about, right?
The next thing is they're going to say nothing. That is just as bad as you've worked so hard, right? You've worked so hard. You've brought them in. Think about how much time and money and resources are allocated to bringing in a new customer. Right.
You really want to have to do that again every single time a brand new customer comes through your door? You've got to create those raving fans, those ambassadors, that virility in the marketplace where people say, I've heard of you. Because I've heard of you, I trust you, and I want to do business with you, even if they've never done business with you before.
Yeah.
And then finally, you've got to make sure you are capitalized.
Absolutely. Undercapitalization is a big, big problem.
You've got to create cash flow. I was reading a book over the weekend that talked about how kind of having a side gig or even your day job while you're building up your business, how valuable that can be, because your business, your day job or your side gig can be the investor in your company.
Absolutely. If you don't have, we talk about cash flow, but before cash flow, there has to be an understanding of profit and loss. There has to be an understanding of the expense of doing, cost of goods sold, and the expense of doing business. And if you don't have that understanding, then how in the world do you expect to be able to fund that? And that's why we say, don't quit your day job until you have a build-up of at least 6 months worth of revenue that will keep the operation going. Otherwise, you're risking everything.
Think about the first time you moved out. You moved away from home, like out from your parents' home into your own apartment. And you think, okay, well, I've got rent and utilities.
Right.
And so that's how much it's going to cost me.
What about the car?
And toilet paper and paper towels and light bulbs
and the lawnmower
and laundry soap, right? The little things that all add up. And so even though your business might be making money, you might have customers, if you don't have a financial plan for your ongoing monthly expenses and your startup costs and your ongoing costs, you're going to find yourself, even though you're making money, you're not making money. Does that make sense?
Yes. That makes a lot of sense, but it won't make any dollars unless you do something about it.
Yeah, right. A lot of sense. And so, do your research, make sure you've got a memorable customer experience, and make sure you've got cash flow. There's a lot of other moving parts to running a business. This is just, a couple of them for today. But just know that we are here to inspire you, to motivate you. the world needs what you have to offer, and you need to know that.
You bet.
And so let's get this thing right. Let's figure it out. Let's not just sit back on our laurels and say, you know what, it is what it is. No, it ain't. Can I say that?
I think you can. I think you just did. No, it ain't. All right. And on that note, let's remind you of the kindness act of the day. And that is to do something on behalf of yourself today, not tomorrow, not next week. Don't put it off, but actually to stop procrastinating on doing something that will benefit you today. It's good to serve others, but before we serve others, got to make sure that our center is strong.
Yeah, take care of you. Some self-care. If you've said for too many weeks now, I'm going to do that next week, let's take some action today and do that.
And finally, if you are still interested, the Spring Flingin' Juicy deal is still available. Though we've already seen another 3 go today. That's a total of 6 total down. So if you'd like, that deal is a daily 60-second advertisement on this radio show, on the Experience Pros radio show. And it is normally it's a $1,600 package that is being sold for $495 per month. And you can choose how, literally just however you want to do it. We'll produce the ad. We'll take care of everything. But you got to call Cecil, our account executive. And that number to call is 720-474-9052. Again, 720-474-9052. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for listening.
America's home for positive business talk. You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show. Contact them on the web